What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and welcome to a video featuring our 95 Mercedes S500 w140. It's the car that we did the VIP build on, and I've been wanting to continue to do videos on this, but have parked it while enjoying some of the other cars and working on them. But today we're going to do a video that I talked about for a while. So this is the car here. This video is going to basically be on removing and switching out this pump here. This is the lock pump as well as the seat massager, depending on what features you have, and it does vary depending on the year. It's located right up underneath the seat, so I've got to get some things out of here before we can swap it out. But I want to answer the question that a lot of you guys have had, that I have as well. Can you swap one? This is from a 95 as well, one from another car into this car without having to have this programmed, because I was under the assumption originally that there was a security program on these since it's a lock feature. We're going to find out right now, because this has not been programmed and it's from a different vehicle. So let's go ahead and get set up. I'll show you guys where this is located, how to swap it out, and how to test it. So now that we've got our VIP stuff out of the way, you're going to undo this bottom part of the seat. There's going to be on each side these little clips. Let me see if I can get it right there. This little hanger thing, you're going to pull that, and what that's going to allow you to do is pop the seat up. We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. We're going to be able to pull this whole entire base of the seat right out. You're also gonna, these are gonna unplug here. These are your seat heater features if you have a rear heated seat. Now you want to make sure they go back in the same. You're gonna want to match it up with the color. Unfortunately, I didn't mean for that to pull right out, but I'm gonna get the other side out and then we'll take this entire base out. So I want to show you how these come out, because it pulled out the other side and it shouldn't have come out that way, so I'm gonna have to put that back together properly. But all you're gonna do is pull this apart. Let's see if I can get this one-handed like that, and then you can slide these two apart like that. Now you can remove the base like that. That way it goes back in properly. I'll match that one up and get it fixed, but just so you guys know, if you have the seat heater feature, that's how that comes out. So on the passenger side, you're going to see this box here, and underneath there, this one's been ripped, but normally you're going to have to just lift that up, is your pump. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, is you want to make sure you don't damage any of these hose lines. They will pull out properly. This one, I believe, comes out as a full set, so let me go ahead, match it up to the one I have, and then I'll walk you guys through exactly how I removed each one of these. So when comparing the two here, this piece obviously broke off, so these little tabs, this is just a holder for these hoses here. All you got to do is take a little needle nose pliers, squeeze that together, and you can pop it off, see, as I did there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these two off, and then we can kind of pull this forward, and then we'll be able to access these. If you look over here, we want to match everything up. You can see this is a blank with a cap over it. That is so that doesn't leak, and we want to match up each one of these hoses. And what we're going to use is either needle nose or a combination of a screwdriver, but you got to be very careful. They do make a special tool. You want to make sure you don't break any of these, so just be very gentle with them. So what I suggest here is to take a photo or do a video so you kind of know where each hose goes. I've already went ahead and popped this hose off so I can kind of give you guys the best way that I found to take these off. I've done it a few different ways, but I'm finding that these needle nose pliers work really, really well. You just want to get it up underneath there, and then just kind of wiggle slowly, and you'll just feel it release. Now you want to be careful not to damage or break any of these other hoses while doing this. So make sure you brace yourself, as you guys can see there, and then actually pop this one off as well. So just be very careful you don't snap or crack any of these hoses, and take them off individually, and then make sure you match up to the new pump that you're putting on. So now I've pried off all of those. These are two blanks. I put these two blanks over here. You also can make sure that everything matches up here, so you know you've got the right pump, the right style. And now I'm going to go ahead and take this off. This can be a little confusing, but it's really not that difficult. What you want to do is pry out these. I'm going to set it on the tripod real quick. So you want to take out these two little things here first, because this can seem confusing. And then what you're going to do is slide all the way down, and that's going to pop off. You're going to reverse that to put it back on. In fact, let's grab our replacement. So what you're going to want to do now is pop that on, slide it forward so it locks that in. And then now we should be able to just take these two wire prongs, I had the wrong one there, and pop those into place. And that's it for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and match all these up, pop it on, and we're going to test the system. So everything is rehooked up, so now the exciting part. Let's see if this works. I hope you guys, some of you guys told me in the comments on other videos that this should work, no issues, there's no security issue like I was told in the past. So let's first see if the car will start. When you gotta have the right key. Oh, it started right up. Now, let's go ahead and check the locks and the trunk. So I'm mostly excited because this trunk latch would not work. So let's go ahead. Oh, it works. So that probably means, and it sucks in. Yes. So let's go ahead. Now, this function here was not working at all. Oh, and you can hear the pump in the back. So this is still not working. I do have a backup button. I think that button might have an issue, but let's go ahead and try locking it this way and see if it works. Oh, I can see the locks on the other side. You guys won't be able to see that, but it is working. The locks are going down on the side. Yep. So if you look here and you can hear the pump working. So that resolved my issue, guys. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I just put it off because I could not find this pump. And I have a subscriber, the one that's picking up the V12. He was going to get me a pump out of a parts car, and because of this coronavirus, we've been going through our closets and cleaning up, and I found a box full of parts that I pulled from another 95 I had when you guys, if you guys are OG subscribers, you remember that it was a gold 95 that I had to unfortunately part out. But I stripped out a ton of parts that I've held on to, and I'm so glad I did, because now I showed you guys how easy that pump was to swap out. So don't be afraid, at least on a 95 and older, you can easily swap these pumps out. No, I can't verify the 96 and up yet. We can test it because we do have those vehicles here. But right now I know the 95 and older, you can easily swap these pumps out. You do have to make sure the pump matches up to your pump. So when you pull your pump out, just note what it says here and what yours looks like, and make sure you get an identical one, hopefully from the same year. Well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the content on this, because a lot of you guys have been asking me to do this, and I'm excited because I just fixed my car. One more thing resolved on this car. Of course, there's always going to be something new when you're dealing with these older cars, but the more you keep them up, the better they run, the better they are, and the more enjoyable they are. So you guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one.